Hey guys, had an asthma attack, so I'm here at the hospital. Hopefully you can hear me. I can't talk too much because it's hard to breathe to talk, but I'll be alright. They got me on some oxygen, but I had to come because I couldn't breathe all day. Oh, you guys, I'm just wheezing so bad. It's gonna get me a treatment to do. So hopefully this will make me feel better. Hopefully you guys can hear me talk. But yeah, I'll come back in and check in with you guys after I do my treatment, and then hopefully I'll sound better. And I'm watching TV now and relaxing. I'm feeling a whole lot better, you guys. You hear my voice? I feel a whole lot better. Still wheezing, but I feel a whole lot better. Getting discharged, you guys. Just gonna take these off. I took them all off. There we go. And gonna get dressed. Still got my shoes on, my pants. I just need to put my shirt back on. See you later, bed. Hopefully I won't have to see you again. Whew. It was nice hanging out with you. I'm outside now waiting for my ride. I got discharged, y'all. I'm so excited. Whew. I can breathe a whole lot better. I can breathe a whole lot better, y'all. Oh, I think my ride's here. Hey, y'all. I'm in my car. It's nighttime. Everyone's sleeping upstairs, so I just ran downstairs into the garage because this is when I can have like quiet time, you know? I'm either in the garage or in my bathroom, but I figured I would just come in here. Hopefully it's not too dark on this part of the video, but as you guys can just see, as you guys just saw, I was rushed to the hospital, and that was on the 27th, so that was a couple days ago. The whole day I didn't feel good. It was really strange. It was like I got up real early in the morning, and it felt weird because usually I'll wake up early in the morning and I'll go to the bathroom and then I'll jump right back in bed. But that day I woke up, went to the bathroom, and I laid back down, and then I just sat up real quick, and I was like, I can't lay down anymore. Something just hit me like that. So I got up for the day. I got ready, and then I got Lizzie ready for school. And but I was moving pretty slow, and I just couldn't breathe. Like I felt like I couldn't catch my breath. I wasn't wheezing or anything. Didn't sound funny. If you put your head to my chest, you would not hear wheezing. There was no wheezing involved. But I just feel like I couldn't catch my breath. You know, like if you run up like 5 flights of stairs, or you just finished running that marathon, running a couple miles, and then when you're done, you're like, whoa, child, hold on. Let me talk to you in a second. Give me a second. Like you're trying to catch your breath. I was like that all day. Just couldn't catch my breath. It was always like, hold on. Wait a minute. Whew. It was a lot of that. But then as the day went on and on and on, my voice started to disappear. And I couldn't stay still. I would sit down, and I sit down for a little while, and then I start like moving around, like couldn't stay still. Like I feel like I'm being suffocated. So then I would stand up and lean over the countertop in my kitchen, and I would feel fine there. But then my legs was tired. Your girl wanted to sit down. I remember giving my daughter her math work, and I was like, I'm gonna give you this work, but I can't stand over you to do when you do this. I got to go sit down. So I went in my bedroom, but I just felt like I was being suffocated in there. So I just kept walking around the house all day. And I don't know if you guys know, well, some of you guys, well, by the time you saw that part, you already know, but I have asthma. And I was diagnosed with asthma when I was in the 11th grade, like really late in life, you know? Most people are diagnosed pretty early in life. And I was diagnosed around like, what, 15, 16, something like that. And it got worse as I got older. And then I had a really bad asthma attack. I'm going to say, this was before the kids were born. It was like my late 20s. Yeah, like I don't want to say mid 20s. It had to be like my late 20s. I had the really bad asthma attack. I'm talking about, y'all, I could walk to the hospital. This was back when I lived in this other place. I could walk to the hospital in like 2 minutes, 2 to 5 minutes. And I had to call an ambulance. I had to call 911 to get down the street. I'm not talking about driving to the hospital in 2 minutes. I'm talking about walking in 2 minutes. And I had to call 911 to take me that close to the hospital. It was so bad that I felt like my clothes were suffocating me, and I was just pulling my clothes off. And I was like, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. And then after that, asthma went away. I knew I still had it, or I'm not going to say didn't have asthma for years. Didn't have flare-ups. Didn't have attacks. Didn't have the symptoms for years. I knew I still had asthma. There's no cure for it. Because I would always lose my breath really easily. I never wanted to work out because I was always afraid I was going to pass out. So I would always take it easy, you know? But I always felt like, Kim, you the old lady. That's why I always call myself an old lady, because I would always breathe so heavy. But I never had the flare-ups. And I was like, I'll take that any day. I'll breathe a little hard as long as I don't have a flare-up. And then it's almost like it happened. I remember I kept coughing really bad around Easter. I think I coughed really, really bad before then as well, but this one I really remember. I was sitting on the patio and I just kept coughing and coughing and coughing after I came back in the house. I was out on the patio pretty much on and off all day on Easter, getting the kids their little Easter, what you call them thing, little Easter eggs. They were dyeing those. And then later in the evening, we were watching a movie, and I just kept choking and choking and choking. And I was like, why am I feeling that way when I got fresh air? And then when I would go out and run my errands, I would wear a mask. I would come home, I wouldn't choke, wouldn't cough, nothing like that. But whenever I step outside to get fresh air with no mask on, I just choke. And I'm like, I don't know if it's because I'm just breathing recycled stale air in the house. But when I open up my patio door or walk outside to get fresh air with no mask on, I choke. The 25th, that Saturday, I stepped on my patio, got some fresh air, and then I had to run an errand to the bank, but I had a mask on. But I got that fresh air outside with no mask on when I stepped out on the patio just to feel the breeze. And when we got home, and after we ate dinner, watched the movie, had popcorn, watched the movie, your girl started choking. That was on Saturday night. Start choking bad. I was on the phone with my sister. We watched movies together. Like, it was funny because I know you guys are like, girl, you talk too much. Y'all love me. And a lot of you guys say you love the way I tell my stories. So just sit back and relax. Or go do something. Go clean. Go wash your dishes. You don't got to look at me while I tell stories. You know what I'm saying? My sister and I were watching movies. Like, we would go on Amazon Prime, find a movie. We're like, okay, on the count of 3, we both gonna press play. 1, 2, 3, press play. So we would watch the movie together over the phone. And I was just choking and choking and choking. She was like, girl, you sound bad. I was like, I don't know what it is. I can't catch my breath. And this was on Saturday. And then the next day on Sunday, same thing, just choking, like, and when I cough, like hacking, like cough so much, gagging. But I could still breathe, but it was just that annoying choke that I couldn't let go. And so then Monday came, the 27th. I just couldn't breathe. The choking, like I was coughing on and off, but it was more so that I couldn't breathe. It was so bad that my lungs was like, forget coughing, girl, you can't breathe. I'm the type of person that when I don't feel good, I get really quiet. And when I mean quiet, I mean I'll still talk or whatever, but I don't talk about how I feel. But my mom says she can still tell when something's not right. But I was really bad. And I just couldn't hold it in. Lizzie got through her day at school. Eddie got through his day. My mom is with us. She lives with us. Everybody asks her, does your mom stay with you? Yeah. And she works from home now. So I didn't want to go to the hospital and her working and having to take care of the kids. So I was like, I just need to get to this day. I kept praying all day, like, God, just let me get through this day. And when she gets off work, I promise I'll go to the hospital. And I just kept saying it. But my mom got off work almost 2 hours, like an hour and a half later than normal. I kept looking at the clock like, when is she going to clock out? Like that. And I was just doing home remedies, just chugging teas down and drinking apple cider vinegars and stuff like that. When she got off work, I said, she asked me, she said, how do you feel? Because she asked me throughout the day, how do you feel? Because she saw that I didn't feel good. And I said, I gotta go to the hospital. And that scared the piss out of her. Because normally I'm the type of person like, I feel all right. I'm okay. I just gotta lay down. I don't like taking medicine. Like over the counter, Tylenol, Advil, Excedrin. I don't even know the names of all of them, you know? I'm not the type of person to ask for medicine or anything. I just want to lay down. But I was quiet, and I'm the last person to ask to go to the hospital. And so when I said, I gotta go to the hospital, and she said, oh, okay, like that. She got so scared. And she said, are you gonna call like a Uber or something? And I said, no, I need you to call 911, like that. And by that time I couldn't talk anymore. She got on that phone, she called 911, and she was petrified. Kept walking back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. She called 911. I'm telling you, they came quick. They came less than 5 minutes. I've never seen an ambulance come that quick. It was like they were waiting outside, ready for me. Like God was ready, because I told him, I said, if you let me get to the end of my mom's day, I promise I will go to the hospital. And when she called 911, it was like they were waiting outside the complex, just waiting. And they came in so quick. I was like, whoa. And at that time, my kids were taking a nap. And I put them down for a late nap, so that I knew when I went to the hospital, they would still be asleep or whatever, but they were awake and they were in their room really quiet. And because they knew I didn't feel good, because I got really, really quiet. And they came and I ran downstairs, and the ambulance, like the people were putting on their clothes, they were putting on their suits and their masks and their hats and everything. And they saw me and I said, it's me, like that. I couldn't speak. And the guy was like, you're our patient? And I was like, like that. And they were like, I'm sorry that we can't touch you right now because we got to get dressed. I said, and I kept going like this, like, it's okay, it's fine. And then the guy was like, we didn't expect our patient to meet us at the door. And I said, I live upstairs, like that. And when I was able to get oxygen, I was able to tell them a little bit. I still couldn't talk very well, but I was still able to get more words out. I was basically telling them, I live upstairs. I don't live on the first floor. It was going to take you a while to get that stretcher upstairs, attach me to it, get me downstairs to oxygen. I'm going to die with all that rumbling and jumbling. So how about I just meet you downstairs? You know what I'm saying? They got suited up quick. And we got in the ambulance. They gave me my oxygen. And it was like, I didn't feel better, but it was almost like I knew I wasn't going to die. We get to the hospital, and he asked me, which hospital do I normally go to? And I said, this one. He said, well, sweetie, we're not taking you to that one. We got to take you to this one because you can't breathe. You're having an attack bad. He took me to this other hospital that I wasn't familiar with, but they were amazing there. The whole time I was at home, I didn't think that, oh, Kim, you're going to die. I just felt that I was going to be unconscious for a long time. I remember I did laundry. I cleaned up. And I was like, God, just let me, I got to get back up. And I kept sitting down in between things. Like I had changed my shirt, but I need to change my pants. But I couldn't change my shirt and my pants. So I changed my shirt and sat down. And it was like, God, I need to get back up. Let me get back up so I can change these pants. And then I changed my pants. Then I had to sit back down to get back up to put on my socks. Then I went to go put some clothes in the laundry. I had to sit back down to go put more clothes in the laundry. It was just, girl, It was bad. When I get to the hospital, they were asking me, do I have any symptoms or whatever? And that was another thing that made me not want to go to the hospital, because I didn't want to go and catch something. Like, you're supposed to be going there to get cured, not going there to catch, you know. They had it so separated and so, you know, so quarantined in there. It was crazy, girl. They had it. It was good. They had it good. Okay. So I get there, but as they switched me, they had to take back their oxygen tank, the people from the ambulance. And girl, immediately when they took that thing off, because they let me keep the thing on my nose, but they unplugged it and they put the strap on my lap. They said, we're giving you a present. This is yours. And they put the cord on my lap. And the minute they took that oxygen out of that cord, my life flashed before me. It was like, like that is immediate. And I was like, oh, and then they kept trying to talk to me. I was like, I can't breathe. I can't, like that. And when you can't breathe, that's the worst thing. When you can't breathe, it's almost like if you never had anxiety hits hard. The weirdest thing when you can't breathe. They took me to my room and I'm looking like, just plug me up quick because I'm about to die. And so they plugged me up and then you could just smell it. And then you're like, whew, but I still couldn't breathe, but I felt a little bit of relief or whatever. I guess that's like the rest of the story for going to the hospital, because it wasn't really much. And I know you guys are like, girl, you're being goofy, but that's how I am. I'm always silly or animated or talk with my hands and move around like that. Because you guys probably cried on the first 2 minutes of the video. Now I don't want you to do that. I didn't know this part, but my kids saw me drive off in the ambulance. And my mom told me. And then I had texted her, because we were texting back and forth, and I was texting my sister. Another thing, I did make a paper when I was able to breathe a little bit before it got really bad. I had wrote a paper in colorful ink, like my name, my address, my date of birth, my insurance information, my mom's name and telephone number, my sister's name and telephone number, and any any preconditioned disorders that I have. And because I do have another disorder. And I said I'd talk about that in a video one day. I want to talk about that without crying, because I will cry in that video. But that is a testimony, and we're gonna speak on that. I have wrote all that because I didn't know if I was gonna be unconscious. So I wrote all that, stuck it in my wallet, and wrote important info like that. So the people in the ambulance, they were excited about that. They said, girl, you are the best patient we've had. And, but anyway, I had, I don't even know why you said that part, because I can't remember the next part. Okay, whatever. I was texting my mom back and forth, and I had asked her, I said, are the kids awake? And she was like, yeah, they're awake. And so I can communicate with them through Alexa. And Alexa's like this little thing that you plug into your wall. And I have the Alexa app on my phone. So I type in the app and tell it which Alexa I want it to talk through, because I have one in my kitchen, in my bathroom, and in the kids' bedroom. So I had it talk in the kitchen. And I told them, I said, Mommy's in the hospital. I'm going to be all right. And I want you to be very good for Nana. No fighting. When she tells you to go to bed, go to bed. And then I said, I love you. And then I played it. And so it spoke to them. And then I asked my mom, did you hear Alexa? And she said, yeah, we heard Alexa. And then they called me. And then the kids got on the phone, and their voices sound the same on the phone. And so, because I don't really hear my kids on the phone, because they're always with me, so I really don't hear their voices on the phone. But their voices sound exactly alike on the phone. And so they said, hi, Mommy. We miss you. And they said, are you going to be okay? And I said, yeah, I'm going to be okay. And then they had said some other stuff. I really don't remember, because I was kind of out of it a little bit. And then my mom got on the phone and she was saying, how are you doing? Did they give you anything? Are they treating you good? You know, stuff like that. And then my kids said, okay, mommy, you take care and we love you. And just to hear them say it, like to hear your kids say they love you, you know your kids love you. And it's weird. It's like your kids tell you they love you all the time, but it's in certain situations when they say it. And then it just sounds so angelic, you know? See, when I talk about my kids, I cry. And then I almost lost it on the phone. And then I told them, I said, okay, mommy loves you too. And then they said, we're gonna pray for you, mommy. And then they hung up. And then I just started crying. And then I just kept telling God, I can't die. Don't let me die. I never questioned God. I never questioned God about the two disorders that I have. But both of them can take me out like that. And I'm like, I can't die. Because I'm all they got. Like, I'm all they have. And I think about it sometimes, like, if they lose me, they lost two families. Because they lost their first family, their biological family. And then if they lose me, then they lose another mom. You know? So, I can't let them lose me. So, I kept telling God, I can't die. And, like, when you can't breathe, it's just something when you can't breathe. Like, you just start panicking. Even when your mind is not panicking, your body starts to panic. It's like your mind and your body aren't together. They're not on the same wavelength. And even when you tell yourself not to panic, your body is just panicking. And then you start to get scared. And so I went back on the Alexa app and I wrote, I said, thank you guys for praying for me. And so then my mom said, we got that message. We got the message. And then Lizzie told me later that my mom kept crying. And then also when I came home, my mom said that Eddie kept crying. And she said that she couldn't stop him. Like, he would cry and cry and cry and cry. And then she would hold him and try to console him. He'll stop for a while. And then he'll cry and cry and cry and cry and cry and say, I want my mommy to be okay. And he kept crying and he wouldn't stop. And Eddie is so sweet. Like, just randomly throughout the day, he'll come up to me and just hug me. Or he'll grab my hand and kiss my hand. He says, I'm his queen. And then, like, sometimes throughout the day, because he always wants to learn Spanish. And I said, I don't know much. I can understand a lot more than I can say. Reading, forget about it. I can't read no Spanish. But I can understand a lot because I used to have this, well, I guess we still call each other friends, but we haven't talked in years. And when we were in high school, I said, I want to learn Spanish, but these classes ain't teaching you right. She said, the best way to learn Spanish is somebody just talks to you. So she would just randomly just talk to me. She said, I'm going to talk to you for about an hour in Spanish. I'm not talking to you in English. And that's how I kind of understand more. I understand it more than I can say it. And so I told Eddie, I said, I'm just going to teach you the basics. And the one sentence that sticks with him all the time, he knows more, but he always goes, dame beso. Throughout the day, he just walks up to me, he goes, Mommy, dame beso, all day. And so to hear that he fell apart when I went to the hospital, and he just kept crying, and I just felt bad. When I came home, like, I walked in the house, and I thought that I was gonna sneak in, like, while they were sleeping, and then they'll wake up and see me. But they were all sitting on the couch waiting for me when I came home. I wish I recorded their reaction because they started jumping. You would have thought they saw Santa Claus. It was on a Tooth Fairy or the Easter Bunny. And they were just jumping. And Lizzie was like, oh my God, I'm so happy you're home. And Eddie's like, Mommy, 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 like this. And then Lizzie was like, Mommy, Eddie was crying. And then he said, yeah, Mommy, I was crying for you because I love you so much. Like that. And then they asked me, how you feel? And I had showed them a picture of me with all the stuff on. And they were like, we saw your picture. And then they said, we're just so happy that you're okay. And then you can hear it in their voices start shaking again. And then they gave me the biggest hug, and they went to bed. And then they came back out and hugged me again. I still cough every once in a while. And they told me that's going to happen because my lungs were in so much stress. But they said I'm gonna be like this for a few days. But I can tell it's getting better every day, because if I talk to you like this the day after that this happened, I wouldn't be able to talk because it was just constant choking. But they went to bed, and then I spoke with my mom, but she fell asleep pretty fast. Look at my hair, y'all. Y'all ain't tell me. I look crazy. Look at that. I bet y'all staring at that. Pop back up. And I got home by a family friend. I call her Aunt Pat. And she came and picked me up. And so she was like, you scared us. Like that. And I was like, I didn't mean to. But a lot of people were asking me, why did you wait so long in the day to go? And it's like, there's no way I could have went earlier. Like, I don't know. I didn't want to put all that stress on my mom. And then she's crying and stuff like that. I wanted her to get out of work. And I kept asking God to keep me alive and keep me strong. And I said I promised that I would go to the hospital, because I don't like going to the hospital. And then you add homegirl Rona in the mix. And so I said, I just don't want to go to the hospital. But then I said, Lord, I promise, get me to the end of my mother's workday, and I promise I'll go to the hospital. And so he kept me like focused, like he kept me conscious, kept me everything. And then the ambulance was just waiting in the cut. I swear they were waiting around a corner. It was like they were waiting at the red light, and they came, boom, they came quick. And the people in the ambulance were amazing. See, if this wasn't around homegirl Rona, I would have handed them a business card and tell them to be a subscriber. But I didn't want to hand them anything. They probably didn't know that there was contamination or something on it. You know, can't hand people nothing nowadays. Can't hug nobody. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's it. Sometimes I be feeling like I be telling stories all over the place, and I be like, I ain't gonna use this footage because this sounds like craziness. And then when I put it in the computer, I'm like, this don't sound bad. And then when y'all watch it, y'all be hitting me up in the comments talking about y'all love the way I tell stories. I'm like, shoot. I just hope I don't get no more flare-ups. No more nothing with the nothing. I made like 7-8 years without a freaking flare-up, without an asthma attack, you know? When you be feeling fine like a glass of wine like that, shoot. And normally you can't breathe, and then you be feeling good. How you feeling? And then it just went boom. And I was like, oh, okay. And that asthma hit hard. Like a time getting older. Your homegirl almost 40. You know what I'm saying? I know I look good in the streets. But anyway, what else? I feel like I still want to talk, but I don't want this video so doggone long. You know? My kids are my everything. But my kids are my everything, and I have to be here for them. So Lord, Father God, please keep me healthy and whole for my children. And I've even talked to God before, and I said, Lord, I know if you need me early in life, just please let me get to my kids' adulthood, you know? Like, I know a lot of parents, they feel lucky that they could see their kids into their 40s, 50s, and even 60s. You know, there are some people who could see their kids into their 60s. Because if you had your kid at 20, you 80, and your child 60, you know? It's almost like y'all growing together. But if I'm not able to get that far with my kids, just at least let me get to them being an adult that when I'm gone, they can take care of themselves. Don't take me when they're 4 and 6. They need me now. And people told me that I scared the crap out of them. Shoot, I scared the crap out of myself. Your girl thought she was gonna be gone. And it was like I didn't think I was gonna die, so to speak. I wasn't sure. It was almost like I kept pushing, like, don't think that, don't think that, don't think that. But what really stuck hard in my mind is that I was going to be unconscious on a breathing machine because I was breathing so bad that I thought that when I finally got to the hospital, that they were either going to have to put me under to slow me down to breathe better. My blood pressure was so high. I scared the guy in the ambulance that my blood pressure and my heart rate was so high. Then when I got to the hospital, I stayed at the hospital almost 4 hours because my blood pressure and my heart rate was so high and my breathing was so bad. And so that's all. I just want to be here for my kids. That's the main thing. Like, I feel like if I wasn't a mom, I still would be scared to die, you know? But I'd be like, Lord, if it's my time, it's my time, you know? But when you a parent, it's almost like you're like, please don't let it be today, you know? Please don't let it be today. You just keep trying to make deals with God, I guess. Like, don't do it now. But, y'all, I was scared. But I'm gonna let y'all go because I've been talking for too long. This video is probably like 30 minutes long. But I love you guys. Sorry the kids are not in this one. They were in the video right before this one. Some of y'all be getting mad. Like, I want to see the kids. What are kids? I'm like, just go back to the video right before this one. And then our plaque came. So I'm going to put that up on the wall. So when they wake up tomorrow, they can see it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you guys always say, stay healthy. I'm so happy you guys are okay. And then like when we don't vlog for a while, you guys get nervous. And so when you guys were like, I'm happy you guys are okay. And I was like, oh, these people are going to be toe up when they find out that I went to the hospital. Should I even tell them? Anyway, you guys, I love you guys. Thank you so much for like sticking with us, following us. I feel like my life is boring. You know what I'm saying? But you guys love it. We keep growing so fast. I blinked and we're at 107,000. We're going to be at 108,000 before the weekend. I can feel it in my soul. Or at least before the weekend is over, we're going to be at 108,000. This is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Sorry that the lighting is not popping. I want to come down here when it's still bright because I usually sit in the car, roll the garage door up, and you see the light coming in. But I was just resting, you know. I got to rest, y'all. Got to rest. And I think that's all, you guys. But I need to go for walks more. And I told my mom, I said, I need to go for more walks because going outside in like fresh air, I don't know what it is. Please don't tell me homegirl Rona is just floating through the air because every time I go in the air with no mask on, and I'm not talking about going around people, I'm not talking about going to stores, I'm talking about just opening my doggone door and just sitting out on my balcony, you know? Every time I do that, every time I choke. Within a couple hours later, I start coughing like a smoker, you know? Or like a person who smoked for the first time, you know, just choking. Like, girl, you supposed to like, you know? Inhale or like not inhale. What is it? I don't know. I ain't never smoked before. How you feeling? I'm gonna let y'all go because I'm still taking too long to end this. So I will let you guys go. I love you guys so much. Thank you for rocking with us. Thank you for subscribing. Even the people who just show up just a thumbs down. I'm still on your mind. You know what I'm saying? And for you to come real quick to thumbs me down, that means you subscribe. So I'm popping up on your phone. So you thought about me to, you know, because I know you don't do that to everybody. You chose me to do that too. So I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I just know I'm on your mind. Whether I'm on your mind to piss you off, or I'm on your mind and to make you happy, or your mind to make you a little jealous, you know, whatever. I'm on your mind. I love you guys. I enjoy conversing with you guys in the comment section. Just thumbs and stuff up and putting a little heart if I can't reply. I just put hearts on everything. I just love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video because I'll keep sitting here just talking over and over again and not ending the video. So I love you guys and I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys stay happy, healthy, safe, and take walks. Or even if not a walk, like walk outside your door and stand. If you don't have a balcony, stand right like on the little ledge outside your front door, on your porch, on your lawn, and just take in the air early in the morning. Or if it's too cold in the morning, like in the afternoon, when there's nobody around, don't be around people because you're around people, put a mask on. But I mean, just get that air because we need to get fresh air. We need vitamin D. Don't stay inside the house all the time because when you do have to go out, it's gonna hit you. It's gonna hit you hard. And I think that's what it did for me, because I've never had an attack in like 7-8 years. And this attack was hard. So you guys take care of yourself. Eat good. Drink lots of water. You know what I'm saying? And just step outside. Even if it's for, listen to your favorite song. And when that song is over, then go back in the house if you don't want to be out too long. But get some air. You know what I'm saying? And I love you guys. Take care. See you in the next video. Or like me and Eddie always say, see you on the flip side.